Every week, commercial brokers in the South Bay spend hours sitting in conference rooms giving repetitive lectures on interest rates and zoning. For most, that adds up to 150 hours a year lost to free consulting, often for leads that aren't even qualified. Meanwhile, prime industrial and retail assets remain locked behind legacy owners who have heard it all before. These owners receive up to 10 cold calls a week, and they've learned to treat brokers like a nuisance. To them, a cold call isn't an opportunity, it's an interruption of their life's work. This is the hallmark of the Dinosaur Brokerage, a firm that still relies on a desk, a phone book, and a high volume of dials to find its next deal. Operating this way creates an internal bottleneck. It drains your most valuable asset, your time, and makes it nearly impossible to access the off-market inventory you need to grow. Historically, brokers profited from information asymmetry. You were the sole gatekeeper of market data, comps, and zoning maps, and clients paid for that exclusive access. Technology has erased that edge. Artificial intelligence has made deep market analysis free and instantly available to the public. The data you once guarded is now a commodity. If your business is built on pulling a CoStar report, a standard property database, or simply drafting an LOI, a letter of intent, your role is becoming redundant. Algorithms are already performing these tasks faster and with greater accuracy. Edwin Duterte and Voxel Micro Video Labs suggest a different model, the media-first brokerage. By using professional video, you can bypass traditional gatekeepers and reach property owners on your own terms. Instead of calling to ask for a sale, you call to offer an honor. You invite owners of these massive legacy assets into a studio to document their story for a community archive. You are validating their career rather than trying to end it. This shift in approach changes the dynamic of the relationship. While a sales pitch creates immediate resistance, an invitation to share a life's work builds a collaborative environment before the cameras even turn on. The payoff happens months later. When that owner finally decides it's time to step away, they don't call the stranger who cold called them yesterday. They call the person they already know and trust. You get the exclusive listing without ever facing a competitor. Moving from outreach to documentation is the most effective way to transform off-market resistance into a pipeline of exclusive inventory. Once you have the inventory, you have to protect your profit margins. Generalist brokers who claim to do everything find themselves trapped in a race to the bottom, forced to cut their commission just to stay in the running. Specialists take a different path. They use a finite micro-series, 4 to 6 targeted videos, to dominate a specific local niche, such as high-security corporate campuses or specialized medical labs. High-value clients aren't searching for generalists. When a company has a complex, high-stakes problem, they look for the one person who has proven they have the exact solution. Look at how specialization changes your perceived worth. While a generalist's value stays flat, the specialist sees their authority compound with every new video they publish. These assets act as a 24/7 extension of your expertise, selling your knowledge before you ever meet a client. This specialization shifts the leverage in your favor. When you are the undisputed expert for a specific problem, the client's focus moves from haggling over fees to securing your time. This shift also solves the recruiting crisis. The most ambitious junior brokers today won't work for legacy firms that offer nothing but a desk and a phone. Recruits now look for what we call infrastructure for fame. They want to know how your firm will help them build their own public brand and grow their personal book of business. Providing professional studio access makes your firm the obvious choice for talent. This added value also gives the brokerage the leverage to negotiate more favorable commission splits. Your video library also serves as mentorship at scale. Instead of repeating the same training lectures every time you hire someone, you give them access to an evergreen library of your own deal breakdowns and market analysis. A media-first strategy turns your brokerage into a destination. You no longer have to hunt for talent. The right people come to you. AI can process data, but it cannot navigate the emotional complexities of a multi-million-dollar deal. It cannot look a distressed seller in the eye or build a sense of genuine partnership. This is where the human premium comes in. As data becomes free, the economic value of empathy, trust, and nuanced negotiation scales significantly. We are entering an era of deepfakes and AI-generated avatars. In a world that is completely flooded with synthetic content, a grainy Zoom call or a shaky phone video feels disposable and damages your professional credibility. High-fidelity video is your proof of humanity. Using a professional studio signals that you are a real human expert, sharing real-world intuition. It is a clear marker of authenticity in a market increasingly flooded with artificial content. The phone and the Rolodex have been replaced by the camera and the microphone. Contact Edwin Duterte at Voxel Micro Video Labs to launch your podcast and build the brand that keeps your business relevant in an automated world.